So next we'll move on to the IUPAC names. IUPAC. Names of the following. We shall take up a few examples. So this is our compound. So listen, whenever we are writing IUPAC names there, first we need to calculate the oxidation state. Because oxidation state has to be mentioned, so oxidation state of the metal has to be calculated first. Then we'll start writing the names for the complexes. So first we'll calculate the oxidation state of it. Oxidation state of metal has to be calculated. It is X plus 6, and what charge on this ligand NH3 is 0. It is a neutral ligand, plus 3Cl, each one with -1 as the charge. That is equals to 0. X is equals to -3. It is 0. -3 shift, it becomes +3. So the oxidation state of cobalt is +3. So before writing, so you should calculate the oxidation state. Now we shall move on to the start writing the names. So in this the complex is whether anionic, cationic or neutral. First we need to check. So Cl is negatively charged. That means that this should be positive. So it is an cationic complex. So for the cationic complex, already we have written the trick. Already we have discussed about the trick also. So the trick is so name of the ligands in alphabetical order plus name of central metal ion plus oxidation state in Roman number in parenthesis space name of the simple anion outside the complex entity. So however it is, so first we need to start with the ligands. So check their name of the central metal ion. So that is very, very important. Remaining things and all you can remember, but name of the central metal ion, so common name or the simple name only we are going to write. There is no specific ending here. So we shall start write that one. So first we should start with the ligands and alphabetical order. Alphabetical order we need not to check because we have only one ligand. But only one ligand, how many molecules of that ligand are there? Only one type of ligand, but 6 molecules are there. So that 6 has to be mentioned in an that prefix. 6 has to be mentioned as a prefix. That 6 will be hexa. So 6 as a prefix we are going to mention as a hexa. So hexamine, it is hexamine. Once again, yesterday I have said this one, but for hexa also it ends with A and amine also starts with A. Both the A has to be retained here. Hexamine. Next is cobalt. So we have seen the trick and we know that only cobalt, there is no specific changing because it is an cationic complex. So hexamine, cobalt. So after the name of the metal, within bracket in Roman numbers we are going to write the oxidation state. After that, leaving some gap, a very small space, we are going to mention this name of the simple anion outside the sphere. So leave some space and then write chloride. So the name of the complex is hexamine cobalt 3 chloride. So this is what the name of this complex is. We shall move on to the next example. So this is the next example. So check in this example. So first we shall calculate the oxidation state of the metal here. So metal is cobalt once again, X plus 4. So it is 4 here. So in this case, just a minute, it is not Cl2, it is Cl3. Make it as Cl3. Next 4, it is a neutral ligand 0 plus 2. Again it is a neutral ligand, it is 0 plus 3, each one with minus 1 as the charge, that is equals to 0. So X is equals to 0, 0, minus 3, shift that one, then it becomes plus 3. So cobalt, the oxidation state of cobalt is plus 3 here. So next we should calculate, we should analyze whether the compound is cationic complex or anionic complex. It is negatively charged, Cl minus it is. That means that the complex is a positively charged complex. So positively charged complex, what is the positively charged complex? In this, what is the formula? Already we have seen positively charged complex, nothing but cationic complex. So in case of cationic complex, we have name of ligands in alphabetical order, name of central metal ion plus oxidation state in Roman number in parenthesis space. Next name the simple anion outside the complex entity. So this is what the formula it is, or a trick it is. So we shall write the names in that manner itself. That is first we need to name the ligands. So for naming the ligands, we have two ligands here. One is NH3 and another one is H2O. NH3 is being named as amine, and H2O has to be named as aqua. It is aqua. One is amine and another one is aqua. If the thing is, in the formula also we have seen name of the ligand in alphabetical order. So alphabetical order, it is A here, again it is A here. So this also starts with A and this also starts with A. So if at all, if it is on same alphabet, then go for the second one. Here the second alphabet is M and here the second alphabet is Q. So because of that reason, which one has to be given preference? We have to give preference for M because alphabetically M comes first than Q. So amine, the first we need to name amine, then it is followed by aqua. How many amine molecules are there? 4. So that 4 has to be written as numerical prefix tetra. So the name becomes tetramine. Tetramine. How many H2O molecules? 2 H2O molecules. Diaqua. Diaqua. Metal is cobalt. Since it is cationic complex, name remains the same. Cobalt, and oxidation state is within bracket. Oxidation state is +3. Leave some space there itself, you need to continue, but since I don't have space here, I'm writing that one down. Chloride. So it should be in the same line, the name should come in the same line. So after this 3, you should leave some space and you should write chloride there. So tetramine diaqua cobalt 3 chloride it is. So the name of the complex is tetramine diaqua cobalt 3 chloride. We shall move on to the next example. So that is K2 PdCl4. We shall calculate the oxidation state of the palladium. So it is 2 potassium plus 1, each one with plus 1 charge, plus x plus 4 with minus 1 charge each, that is equals to 0. We don't have any charge, so that's why it is 0. X is equals to minus 4 plus 2 minus 2, shift that one, then it becomes plus 2. So the oxidation state of palladium is plus 2. So we shall see now whether the complex is cationic complex or anionic complex. So potassium, it is positively charged. So the complex is anionic complex. So it is an anionic complex. If at all, if it is an anionic complex, then so what should be the rule we have already seen. So that is the name of the simple cation outside the complex, and a space has to be left. After that, name of the ligands in alphabetical order plus Latin name of the transition metal ion. Latin name in the sense, so for few we have Latin names, for few the same names we are going to use, but the name should end with ATE, plus oxidation state of metal in Roman numbers in parenthesis. So this is what the thing. So observe there. So first we are going to write the cation, simple cation name, space has to be left. Next, at a stretch we are going to write the ligand and metal name, and the very important thing, metal name should end with the ATE. That is the rule. So we shall start write the name of the compound. So it is potassium. So remember, the name should start with the small letter itself. Potassium, the simple cation, potassium. So we need to leave some space here. So after leaving the space, we'll start writing this one. So we need to name ligands. So only one type of ligand we have, and it is four chloride ions are there. So 4 as a numerical prefix, we have to mention that one as tetra. So tetra, chloride we cannot write, chlorido, we know that. So as a ligand, it has to be, it is a negatively charged ligand, the name should end with IDO. That also we have discussed already. Negatively charged ligands, the name should end with IDO. So tetrachlorido, it is palladium. So for palladium, the name becomes palladate. Palladate, and the oxidation state is 2 here. So the name becomes potassium tetrachlorido palladate 2. So this is the name of the complex. This is the name of this particular complex. I'll repeat once again. Potassium, space, a small gap only, it should be space, not in the sense space means leaving some 5 centimeter gap there, not like that. So in between that one, a very small gap has to be given, that's it. So potassium, space, tetrachlorido palladate 2. Next we'll move on to the next one, that is fourth example. Hg, CO, SCN 4 times. This is our complex. So we shall calculate the oxidation state of the metal here. So Hg, it is Hg plus 1. It will be plus 1. So it is an positively charged, then this should be negative. The complex is anionic complex. Oxidation state will find out. Hg, it is plus 1, that is mercury plus 1. Cobalt, we need to find out, plus SCN minus it is. So 4 SCN minus 1, that is equals to 0. X is equals to minus 4 plus 1 minus 3, shift that one to that side, then it becomes plus 3. So very few such kind of examples are there. Mercury as a metal, we are going to use that one also as a counter ion here. So mercury is with +1. Likewise, iron also will be using, and likewise we also will come across with sometimes aluminium also. So remember properly, mercury always it will be with +1 as the charge. SCN -1 here. So that is the ligand. So we'll start writing the names. Already we have seen the rules also. First we should write the name of the simple cation, leave some space, then write the name of ligand in alphabetical order with the prefix, with the numerical prefix. Then write the name of the metal, and the name of the metal should end with ATE since it is an anionic complex. So we should do that one. So better you write it here anionic complex, otherwise you'll get confused. So don't write this part. This is for your understanding I have written. So when you are writing the question, this should be the question, and when you are solving, or copy that one once again, copy this question once again, and then mention as plus and minus here, and mention that one as anionic complex. First and second are cationic complex. So third and fourth are anionic complex. If it is anionic complex, we know that the name of the metal should end with ATE. So after that, within bracket, oxidation state of the metal in Roman numbers has to be mentioned. So we shall start write the name of it. So it is mercury as it is. Mercury space. After that, so we have numerical prefix, that is tetra thiocyanato. So SCN minus is thiocyanato. If it is NCS, it is isothiocyanato. Since it is SCN thiocyanato, and we have a metal as cobalt. So the name should end with ATE. It is cobaltate. Cobaltate, oxidation state is 3. Then it becomes 3 here within bracket. So the name is mercury tetrathiocyanato cobaltate 3 there. So you try to complete that one properly. So the name I'll repeat once again. Mercury space tetrathiocyanato cobaltate 3 it is. So this is the name of IUPAC name of this particular compound. And the compound is an anionic complex. Next one. Next one. H5N, and it is NH3 again. NH3. So we'll try to name this one. We don't have any counter atoms. We don't have any counter ions there. If counter ions are not there and charge is also not there, then the complex is neutral complex. Counter ions are there means it is a charged complex. If counter ions are not there and the charge on the complex is also not there, then it is understood that it is a neutral complex. It is a neutral complex, but it doesn't mean that the charge on or the oxidation state on metal is 0. Metal has some or the other oxidation state. In few cases it may be 0. In few cases it will be there. But charges or neutral complex, the charge on the complex is 0. That's it. So it doesn't indicate the oxidation. Neutral complex or the charge on the complex 0 doesn't indicate the oxidation state of the metal. Oxidation state might be 0 or it might be some or the other value. So we shall calculate that one. So the oxidation state of platinum we shall calculate now. So platinum, it is X plus 1 Br, it is minus 1 Cl, that is minus 1 plus plus minus 1 plus neutral ligand. This is also neutral ligand 0, that is equals to 0 because charge is 0. X is equals to minus 1 minus 1, it is minus 2. Shift that one that side, then it becomes plus 2. So platinum with an oxidation state as plus 2 here. So the formula or the trick we have used. So that trick we shall see. Here there is no space between anything. So it is name of the ligand in alphabetical order. So plus common name of central metal. That is common name in the sense the name whatever we know, that's it. And oxidation state of metal in Roman numbers in parenthesis. So this is about the formula here. Next we shall solve that one by using this trick. So we should write the ligands in alphabetical order first. So we have bromido we have. Next is chlorido. After that we have pyridine. The last one is amine. So alphabetically, none of the letter is similar here. All with a different different letters only. So this is first one. This is second. This is third. Alphabetical order. This is fourth. So we shall try to name that one and you can check there. So all the ligands are only one ligand is there. So numerical prefixes doesn't comes at all. So first we should start with amine. Next it is bromido. After that it is chlorido, pyridine, so the metal is the metal name is platinum, and platinum we are going to write it as it is in small letters only. Platinum, oxidation state is 2. So without any gap you should write it in a single word. You should write that one. Amine, bromido, chlorido, pyridine, platinum 2. So copy down properly.